Hello and welcome Thursday night. We got like the coolest thing going on here today, and I am so excited that we finally were able to put this together because honestly, Pathfinder 2E I adore, and these people I also adore. So it is awesome putting them all together like this, like really awesome soup. But you don't want to hear more about the soup. You want to hear about why you're here, which is to watch one of the greatest starting campaigns ever, which is Pathfinder 2E into the Stormlands. So yes, welcome to Weave the Tale. We're gonna go through everyone, let them drop their names. No character introductions yet. I'm gonna throw that over to Charles when that is time. But for now, just let people know where they can find you, who you are, and why you're so awesome. Because obviously you are. So let's throw it on over to Maple.
Hi, I'm Leona. Mitch likes to call me Maple. My name is Leona. I use she, her pronouns. You can find me on Twitter at the Leona Maple. I do too many things, so Twitter is literally the best place to keep up with what on earth is going on with my life. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it there.
Yeah. All right, sweet. And an individual who does like a lot of cool stuff. Or we're talking about all this like cool content, like 5e subclasses and stuff like that. They got some cool breathing techniques that you can get into. We're gonna throw it down over to Yo Soul God.
Yeah, trademark breathing techniques coming soon. Hello, shea butter babies. It is your favorite chocolate friend, Neo Soul God. But you can just call me Neo. I am the dungeon master and creator of Seek Money Academy. I am gorgeous and I use they, them pronouns. And if you want to keep up with me, you can do so on Twitter, on everywhere, Snapchat, Instagram, FetLife, at Neo Soul God. Don't follow me on FetLife. Don't do that. That was a joke. That was a fucking joke on that.
No, do it. Yeah.
That was a fucking joke. That was a fucking joke.
Be careful what you wish for. This is the internet.
That was a joke. I said it was a joke. Right? It's a prank, bro. It's a prank.
Clip it, send it. And
just
all
pulling
right,
up FetLife right now. That's what's happening.
Yeah. The foxiest fox I have ever had the opportunity to meet in person. Truly wonderful and awe-inspiring. And you know what? I'm gonna say it. It's way cooler than if I met Naruto in his fox form. So boom. Throwing it over to Big Fox.
What up, kids? It's Philly's finest, Young Foxy, aka Big Foxy, also known as your current and only favorite fox. You can find me on the Twitter sphere at BIG_FOXXII. I dunk on right wingers, I slay fascists, and I have a pretty good time doing it. I'm doing a lot of random nut shit over on Neon Lights Roleplay, and if you want to come around and see what that's looking like, you should check us out over here on Twitch. It's pretty wild. That's kind of all I got right now. Looking forward to this cool cast of people who I've been adoring from afar for a very long time. So let's make it happen.
Heck yeah.
That intro is so goddamn good.
I know, right?
I know, right?
Well-timed and everything. I feel like mine's just gonna be
Stop.
like, and I'm Mitch.
I'm gonna gush.
Yeah. Yeah, Foxy's amazing. And the enigma that continues to be one of the coolest enigmas I have ever known. He was the first person, I believe, to chat with one of my favorite characters, which was Mr. Meaties, in a full interview. And I do believe that Enigma was their dad or something. It's a whole thing. Watch clips from before if this sounds strange and unusual to you. But nonetheless, we're going to throw it on over to Noir Enigma.
Hello. Oh man, I'm the one that has to follow Foxy. Okay.
Yeah. We'll take turns every time. We'll draw straws.
I'm Noir. You can find me all over the internet as the Noir Enigma. That's Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. Sadly, not FetLife.
Yet.
Yeah,
Never
but
say never.
I'm gonna get it. I do a
That's
bunch
how
of
I get
stuff.
clown for the
Check
rest
out.
of the campaign.
No, I loved it. Your inbox is gonna be flooded.
Oh God.
Well, yeah, I just do stuff. You can find me on Twitter. Yeah, that's me.
Yeah. All right. And our GM, who we've done
Nope.
vampire.
Don't break the pattern. You go first.
Oh
This is
crap.
a-
Okay, fine. I gotta follow Enigma, who followed Big Foxy, who followed the God, followed by Maple.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. I am Mitch Esposito. You can find me on Twitter. Yeah, like I write and do designy for the TTRPG space. And every now and then I dress up like a vampire.
And pretend to be petty. You've got it.
Yeah, pretend to be petty. I want to throw it on over to Renew, who he and I we've played vampire. We did vampire stuff together. For
We did. Yeah.
and
Hi, I'm Raneth. I'm
let's just
awesome.
leave it like
Love
that.
me. I am a writer and a fantastic storyteller, which you'll find out soon enough. You can find me messing around on Twitter at Raneth and on Twitch at Raneth Wild. This is my first like streaming production, and I'm excited to share this world with everyone. So let's get started. Oh, I guess it's on me now, huh?
Yeah.
All right.
just
No,
All right.
no, I got it from here. I got it. Don't worry.
All right, Big Foxy.
Do we need to actually, hi, Stream Mom, do we need to shout out one more multiverse right now, or?
Yes. Oh my God.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Someone's gotta be on
welcome.
top
What
of
would
it.
we do without our stream mom? Oh my God. Thank you, Multiverse, and especially Drake, who allowed us the opportunity to use these super cute. Oh, man, like look at it. It's amazing and it's fun. It's really cool to use with all these different things that kind of just make the whole experience so much fun. So definitely check out Multiverse, and we'll have their information below if you're watching on YouTube. So definitely throw out a shout out. Just much thanks. This is awesome. So yeah, now, Renew, go ahead, throw it in.
Excellent. Welcome to the Stormlands, a huge jungle continent dominated by the tribes of the Stormlands, all who worship the Storm God. You'll notice that well, we're going to start by introducing our characters, who are all on their way to perform what's called the Rite of Ascension. The Rite of Ascension is a rite that makes you an adult in the Stormlands if you complete it successfully. If you don't, well, let's not find out, or maybe we will. All of our characters, almost all of our characters, are natives of the hummingbird tribe. The hummingbirds are fierce warriors, dancers, poets, and nomads who travel throughout the jungle and bring it into despair wherever they go. So we're going to start out with Leona's character.
Oh my. Yes,
Oh, yeah.
I am playing Dahlia, our adorable root leshy. And class-wise, she is a witch.
Mm-hmm. Welcome, Dahlia.
Thank you.
Neo. What have you got going on there, buddy?
I lost the character that fast. Hello, I am Kieran, and I am a kitsune summoner, but mm, also a bit of a part genie as well, but that comes later. You don't know that yet. Ignore that.
Mitch?
Yeah, I am playing Briar. He comes from a long line of healers and supporters in combat. When he was born, he already had eyeline makeup, as well as hair that falls over one of his eyes. As a enchanting fetchling of the Feywild, um, he truly personifies the shadows. Despite his whole family been working generations to cast off that emo goth life, but for Briar, he woke up in that whole life, and he will never let it go. He wanted to wreak destruction, calling down fireballs to rip asunder his enemies with dark tentacles and speak with dark gods. But unfortunately, all he can do is heal. So he's just he just does the best he can.
Careful, Mitch, that edge is sharp.
But
It's
not
so
as sharp.
edgy.
But not as sharp as the sword of Magnus. Noir, take it away.
So, Magnus is a an elf by all appearances. There's a touch of divinity in there as well, with the ASMR addition to it. He's also a magus, which is someone who uses a magic in melee in very interesting ways. Um, he pretty much started off as an attempted scholar, but found out that he liked scrapping. So that's what he essentially became, and now he's here with everyone else.
Yeah. And lastly, hailing from the deep, dark Umbra, where the mysterious jaguar tribe live, we have Taya.
Hello, friends. You may call me Taya, and by all appearances, I seem human. Where I'm from and what I do, it doesn't really matter that much, I guess. But if you want to know, just ask.
All right. So here we are gathered in the Grove of Ascension. This grove isn't used very often. As a matter of fact, it's not even heard of outside of the events that call for a rite of ascension to be done. With you in the grove, you traveled, collecting up the unblooded, as the youth of the Stormlands who haven't had their rite of passage are called. Is Twice C. Twice C is a hummingbird champion and a warrior of some renown in the jungle. And they have come here to ensure that you all make it safely to the Grove of Ascension and that you understand the importance of what's about to happen. All right, little birds, it is time for you to become adults. I'm very, very proud to see how you have grown, and I'm certain I'm going to be proud of you no matter where you go from here. In addition to all of you that have grown up in and around the hummingbird, we have another follower. Uh, I think he's from up north. Uh, not quite sure. Uh, yeah, and this young fellow here, his name is Kalinga. Kalinga, introduce yourself. And Tricey points over to this this little a tiny human boy with silver hair, and very humble clothing. Says, "Hi, I'm I'm Kalinga. I've this is my first time in the jungle. I don't Hi." And he kind of just tucks his head down and like misses your tries not to make eye contact with anybody until twice he slaps him in the back and he looks up and says, "Nice to meet you. I'm sure I'll do my best."
Yeah, you just hear like the snoring sound near these flowers as Briar has his head face down in it. Yeah.
Wonderful.
So Kalinga kind of just withdraws at that point, and disappear. And twice he turns to address you all and says, "From now on, this fate is yours. Your fate is in your own hands, rather. This here is the Shrine of Ascension, and it will grant you a vision or a clue or a hint that will help you determine the best way for you to complete this rite. This is not a set of contests or um, a a a competition that you compete in and you win or lose. This is a spiritual journey where you learn about yourself, you learn about the Stormlands, and you learn where you want to be. Do you have any questions about the tribes uh, or what to expect before I make myself scarce?
I mean, Briar like pops up like, hey, 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 hey.
Why are you continuously saying "Hey, Briar"?
You didn't.
Did you hear anything I just said?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I did.
Okay. Can you repeat back to me what I just said, Briar?
Yeah, you said, and sorry, I have a cold. I had a question,
Okay.
teacher.
Okay. What is your question?
Is this needed, or can I just go home?
Well, if you choose to go home, you may never become an adult. Um, and
Okay.
if that's something you want for yourself, I'm not
Wait.
here to tell you that you have to do this. But I know that you've had a history of wanting to do something, be more than what you were born to do, right? I know your family
Yeah, I
history. I know
want.
what you guys are about, and you're different. And if you want something more, this is the best way to find it.
Okay. I mean, I guess, but I guess the real important thing is my parents don't have to sign a slip or anything for me to watch like some of the bands I like.
What?
Okay.
No.
I'm gonna
You're this is
click on.
it. You're here. Your parents aren't here. They're back home.
Yeah.
Goodness
Okay.
gracious.
All right. Okay. Since I'm here.
Pardon me, teacher.
Yes.
Earlier you said there is no way this was no competition, right? If I heard that correctly.
Yeah, in the sense that you're not competing with each other. But
So,
this is something that you
I
can
can't win then, is what you're saying.
you can
As
pass
if
to
you
become an
would.
adult.
I just want to win. That's all. Never mind.
Okay. Anything else?
Am I the only
Can
one
we
who paid
die?
attention in class?
Probably.
You
Yeah,
might
Please say
you
we
might
can die.
you might be. Yes, yes. You live in a jungle. There are deadly creatures around,
Ah,
and
thank
you're
God.
going to be on your own. Like there won't be. We're not going to be holding your hands through this. This is you all's opportunity to form your own war bands and form your own communities and show
Oh,
us what you can offer to the tribes of the Stormlands.
can I
None
be
of
the
us have that
leader of
luxury.
the war
That's
I
up
band?
to
think you
you
have to
And
win to
guys.
be the leader.
Oh,
How can one win when there's no competition?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Oh God.
You can pass. Do you
it's
consider passing a win?
Maybe it's
that's
whoever
Oh, I
passes
have an idea.
first.
Mhm.
I have an idea. Whoever
Yes.
passes the best.
I like that.
I have just one thing. If we form a war band and I'm not the leader, can we be called My Chemical War Band?
I hope I die in here.
Literally just
That
no sound. I just look down at Briar, and then I take one of my tails and just wrap it around his face so to cover his mouth. Twicey, you were saying.
One last thing before I depart. Kalinga here is from the Eastern Kingdoms. He was not raised in the jungle. He doesn't know the culture of our people, but certain death awaited him in the lands that I rescued him from. I ask that you, no need to coddle him, but do try and give him some hope because he will be engaging in the rite of ascension as well. So that there was no hope for him back in his home. So I thought it best to give him the opportunity for hope here. Do you
Beta
understand?
male. Got it.
what?
Oh, I look
I don't know what
forward
anyone
to
else is
seeing your
talking about,
progress.
but I promise I'll do a good job, teacher. I don't know what everyone else
Excellent.
is talking about, but
There's a final
You
question I
Yeah.
have, if you don't mind. You claim this shrine, this ritual, lets us claim our own path, yes?
the ritual will show you the ritual is in tune with the eye of the storm, and it will show you things that need to be resolved, dangers that must be tackled in order for our people to remain safe. You can choose what you do with that information. It is simply a guide.
Then I believe I will gain very little here. Nonetheless,
Um,
let us go.
I wish you the best. When you're ready, step up to the altar.
I think Kaya's gonna leave
Briar is
watches of
just
all of you.
Briar is just content to have this foxtail wrapped around him. Yep.
Well,
Immediately let
I
him
have
go.
already seen my future, so I'll go. Go ahead.
No, please.
I don't mind looking as I've already seen my path, so I'll go first.
Excellent. All
Do I
right.
touch the shrine?
Yes, you do.
Cool. I'm gonna go over here and do that. A simple wooden altar bearing the mark of the Order of the Storm. It hums with a divine energy that draws you to it.
All right. Taya. The moment you touch the altar, your eyes glaze over. Your lids remain open. They're frozen open. But
Freaky.
everything around you turns to black. Everyone around you can see this. Like Taya's eyes are just pitch black. The forest fades away into this bleak, windy, cold landscape. And the only thing visible is Kalinga. And it's impossible to see anything aside from Kalinga. And Kalinga's just standing there, frozen. But you hear a whisper in your ear. And it says, "They're going to die. All your friends are going to die." The image of a rune appears in the sky above you, and it looks like the letter or the number 4, but like drawn out like flat and blocky. I'll see if I can get an image for you, but like 2, 3, 4. And it, after the image like appears in the sky above you, it disappears upwards into the inky blackness, and then you're snapped back into the present world.
Well, everything dies, I suppose.
You must be from the jaguar tribe.
So much brooding.
Can you please make a will save?
Oh dear, can I? I can certainly try. I get a plus dose to those. That's a dirty 20.
Oh, okay. So, like, as you come back into the worlds, you feel like a force, an otherworldly force, press into you. Because you passed the save, you can choose to let it keep coming, or you can shake it off. You have more than enough willpower to just say, "No, I don't want this anywhere near me."
Is it a familiar feeling at all?
It's something that's followed you your whole life. This is some aspect of your curse.
Oh no, not now. Please, not now. Yeah, I think as Taya's kind of snapping out of it, and there's comments on the brooding and the jaguar-like natureness of his behavior, he just kind of closes his eyes and shakes his head a bit. Just, not now. Not now. Forgive my demeanor. I am introspecting. Please, one of you should go.
All right. So who's next?
Nels goes.
Wait, does that mean you're going or not going?
I think that means you're going, love.
Okay. Okay. I am
All
at
right.
the altar of the unblooded.
Excellent. Dahlia, when you touch the altar, you gain a vision, but your eyes don't go black. You just kind of get tired and kind of droop down. You see the forest before you as it is, but something's off. The trees are beginning to die, like they're wilting, and the life is being drained from them, and green globs of, it looks like sap or ooze, is dripping from them. You hear the howl of people in the distance, but it's not a war cry that you're immediately familiar with. Do you have any skills that might be able to help you identify what you're hearing?
Diplomacy.
I'll take it.
Either
Give me a
that or
diplomacy check.
nature. Okay. That roll well. That is a 7 total.
A 7? Yeah, you have no idea what the cries that you're hearing are, but they sound desperate and not angry, just desperate. Then you come to.
So I think when Dahlia comes to, she just kind of droops a little. Like she's kind of like, I don't understand what that was, but I didn't like it.
Are you all right?
I'm all right. It was just I mean, this shows us visions, right, of the future. I didn't like mine.
If it helps, mine was no more pleasant.
Oh, good. That's something.
I hope mine's not pleasant either.
I'll go. Kalinga decides to take this opportunity to go. I'm having technical difficulties, so I'm going to have to move him. Oh no, there we go. Kalinga goes up and touches the altar, and then the weather begins to change. It begins
Like around
to
us?
rain. Yes, around you. You don't see much of a visible change in Kalinga, but it begins to get stormy, and you can hear thunder burst. That's what thunder does. Thunder burst in the air. And there we go.
Hey.
And then Kalinga removes his hands from the altar and says, I don't understand. He looks harrowed. He looks terrified.
What did you see?
What?
I saw a pile of just like green goop just on the floor in front of me. It didn't. I don't know
saw
what
that
it.
too.
What?
Yeah, I saw that too. There was green goop, but the forest was dying. Like I could see the forest around us, and the forest was dying. But there was these green goopy globs or something. There was also screaming, but I couldn't make it out.
Funnily enough, kind of nods at Kalinga. I saw you.
Did anyone see me?
I don't think I like this.
You know, doing this is becoming more less and less appealing right now.
Still yourself, friend.
I had
We'll be
no
fine.
intentions of touching that thing at this point.
I want to touch it.
It's Rite of Ascension. This is adulthood. What do you mean you're not touching that thing?
I want to touch it so bad. What dark things lay in my future? Right. Is it now?
Yeah,
Is it appropriate
Brian?
to touch it now?
Please.
So
Right,
there's a chance of seeing green goop or a random person here. Okay.
Oh, heck
Or
yeah.
being told your friends will
Okay.
die. There's also that.
All right. I'm going to go to it. I'm going to touch it.
All
I have
right.
no friends. And
Briar.
this bush is really tall.
It is.
Oh, God. Okay, let's go in.
All right. Are you going to touch the altar or stay in the bush?
I'm gonna touch the altar.
Can you reach it?
Did I touch it? Can I reach it?
You're so short.
So
I
tiny.
can't. I can't.
Sorry.
Someone-
Can he not reach it?
Oh no.
Wait.
He's too tiny. He can't reach it.
I can't.
Oh, this is beautiful.
Gosh darn it! I can inspect it. Is that good enough?
That's good enough. So, Briar, when you touch this altar, your eyes light up brightly. Like, this is
Oh,
visible
God.
to everyone. Your eyes light up. You start to bleed from your eyes, which you are familiar with. Like, that thing is not new to you, right?
Yeah.
You start to bleed from your eyes and just orifices on your body, and you have a very clear vision. You see a cabal of people in robes in front of a big lake, taking a bunch of rune stones and spell reagents and like various oddities and potions, and pouring them into a large cauldron and then dumping it into the lake. And a silvery and green smoke rises up out of the lake, and it spirals upward in a tornado and bursts like in every direction, but it disperses. So after it gets to the edge of the lake, you get the sense that there's something magical going on that's spreading, but there's no physical like evidence of it. And then you also see nope, actually that's it.
Oh. Do I get a feeling like I'm the cause of the destruction?
No. You get the feeling you might be the solution.
I'm gonna pop back. Where am I? Okay. Oh, God, I hate this bush. Okay. I'm coming back from the side now. I might be the solution, and I hate it.
Did the green gobs?
The solution.
There was like artifacts and water, and they were being thrown in, and I thought I was causing destruction, but I wasn't. And
Well, sorry to disappoint
I
you, but
think I'm bleeding a little
Yeah.
bit. It sucks.
Yeah, from your eyes, my friend.
Yeah, it happens to my family. We're kind of stupid.
looks uncomfortable.
Oh, so it wasn't because of the
Yeah.
trial. Then.
No,
Okay.
we're cursed to like be the benevolentness in people and to heal them and stuff at the cost of our own body.
That
Cursed with
is
benevolence, you say.
Yeah,
unfortunate.
look at this pool of blood I got.
That's a word for it.
All right. Well, I suppose I'm the last. I think.
You need help touching it?
So
Yes. Go last.
I-
Absolutely.
wait a second. I'm already here.
It's very. There's a long distance between the bush and it. Just to let you know.
You be careful up there, big guy.
I mean, what's the worst that can happen?
You die.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to the altar of the unblooded.
All right. So Magnus, when you touched all, I have a question first. Do you have a spell book? Is that something you use?
I do.
All right. So when you touch the altar, you don't get a vision, but your spell book lights up and floats into the air in front of you. And an arcane formula that you have never seen before writes itself into the very last page of your spellbook.
More magic work. I wanted to be okay. No, it's fine. Just picked up the spell book. It starts to like do the translations, and he's struggling, and he just slams the book, puts it to the side, and walks off.
You can do a knowledge arcana check to know more if you like.
Oh heck yeah! I mean, he's one of those students that like he's good at it, but he's lazy. So that is dirty 20, 14 plus 6.
Dirty. Oh, y'all are getting a lot of those dirty 20s today.
All right.
Well, it's only the second one. It's fine. So, which are able, like, this is written in a very, very old arcane language. It's not something that was just taught to people, but you're able to piece together that it's part of a very complex curse. And the moment you realize that, it disappears from the page of your spellbook.
Also, I had to memorize that in all one go. He's just complaining. But since you mentioned curse, can I attempt an occult roll to see if that might give me a little bit more insight?
Yes, you may.
All right. That's less awesome. That's a 3 plus 6 is 9.
You got nothing, buddy. Like you're drawing blanks.
This is just gonna hop out. I got homework, and then my homework disappeared, and no blood, visions, or goop. So
Sounds like you lucked out.
I'm a man now.
Yeah,
well,
are
no,
we
well,
like? Did we level up, or are we better now? Is that it?
I think. Well, I'm gonna open up the spell book, and everything that was written in it disappeared, right?
Yeah.
Hey DM, as I have a skill proficiency trained in occultism for curses, would I be able to know anything about this?
If it's described to you, yeah.
I am going to describe everything in vivid detail. So he opens up the spell book.
I would like some lore, please, DM. Thank you.
Yeah,
this very much feels like in like high school where you're like, yeah, I totally wrote that paper and it was like this. I just don't have it.
Oh, hell yeah! All right, what's my plus for occultism? Hold up, 1 second. Un secundo. Apologies.
Yeah.
Oh, so that's a 23.
23.
Nice.
17 plus 6.
So you get pieces of basically what what I'm going to say right now is you have some information and are able to form a theory, but something is missing. And you think it might be because there's somebody who hasn't touched the altar. And once they share their experience with you, you'll be able to put it all together.
All right. Okay. I guess trying to keep this in character. I guess I feel like Ty is definitely kind of like crouching a bit low and like thinking really hard on this and just, there is a thought, but I think it will require the last of us to meet their fate, as it were.
Yes, the one that duped me.
Kieran, if you'd be so kind.
Kieran is just looking off into the other direction.
Hey, Kieran.
Do they do this often?
Yes. Kieran.
Hmm?
Hey, Kieran. It's your turn. It's gonna be okay. Do you want me to walk you there? It's okay.
If it would help, we can all go with you.
Yeah.
I can do a haunting him on you.
The moment you say
And
that,
that
the
helps.
altar begins to physically glow.
Oh, fine. I'm on the way.
I guess
Altar.
since I offered, we'll all walk over too.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I feel like
Seems
they're getting
fair.
less severe as they go along, so it should be easy for you.
Yeah, maybe it's just getting better. Maybe you'll get the good vision, like maybe you get like a bakery with like some real good cookies freshly made, like.
I just reach out and like one finger.
All right, so Kieran, when you touch the altar, you do you feel like you're on fire, but like it's a good fire. Like it feels familiar and safe. And you see a robed figure before you, just opposite the altar. And they are have their back turned to you, but they're whispering to a figure that you think might be. Their presence is familiar. They're blurred out by the mysticism and the shadows of the vision, but it's very clear what the robed figure is doing. He's making a wish. He's making a wish with a powerful being, and the being grants that wish, and then your vision fades.
Oh, that wasn't so bad.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, he's truly the leader among us of My Chemical
Did you get
War
homework?
Band.
No, it didn't get anything like homework. It's just, there was fire, but fire is kind of my thing. I really like fire. Anyway, so I was there, right? And then there was fire, and then there was this robed guy, and he was like, dark robes in this weather? No, doesn't really agree with you. But then he made a wish. And then I came back. That's it, though.
So,
What was the
we got
wish?
Shared info.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did I catch the wish?
Yeah, that's a good question. That's a really good point. Did we catch the wish first of all? That's a good question.
No.
Okay.
You know
Figured
he
as much.
catched a wish because of like an innate feeling of like you're just connected to that type of magic, so you know what happened, but you didn't hear what the wish was precisely.
Okay.
Oh, terrific. Well, no, I
Yes.
didn't really catch that part, but the magic was very familiar, and one day I hope that I'll be able to do that.
Mm-hmm.
I see.
Where is everyone?
Over here.
Anywho, thank you for your help. I'm sorry for putting you through that. I know you didn't want to.
Huh.
However,
It wasn't all that bad.
Oh.
now that I have that bit of information, allow me to think on this. So yeah, GM, with that bit of extra info, can I now fully have that theory you were saying I was having come together?
Yes, you may.
I would like
So-
lore, please. Thank you.
Yes, you may have it. There are curses are special because they stick like there's the curses that like a spellcaster can cast by themselves, but like the really nasty ones are generational and like are much bigger scale. And all of the visions that you've picked up seem like elements of a curse. But somebody changed the parameters of the curse with a wish. So whatever curse was intended to happen, whatever the curse's natural state was, somebody changed it to affect its targets differently. And whatever they change is going to have a negative effect on the Stormlands and everyone who lives here. Especially the people Dahlia heard in their dream, in their vision.
Eggs.
All right. This is all beginning to come together.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the signs here seem to point to some sort of much larger curse. Something not cast on a person, but on the land itself, almost?
Yes, sir.
That's not the worst of it. The worst part is that someone changed the terms with a wish. A wish can change a curse. This is big news. Sorry, I'll remain focused for now.
Well, we live here.
Regardless.
We can't let that happen.
Yeah.
This is our
Something
home.
else that you're able to put up is that Kalinga, of the group people here, for whatever reason, Kalinga is the most susceptible person to this curse.
Hmm.
The weather did change when he went to the altar.
That would make the most sense.
GM, is there any way if I could see what the writing that was on my book was about? Was that like a dispel or a curse in and of itself?
It was a vision granted by the altar. And every vision granted by the altar was fleeting. So like
Okay.
everybody saw something as it came from the altar, but it didn't stick around.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
So as this as these ideas kind of cast out to you, the altar begins to glow a bit more. And a jaguar walks walks up to it and just sits right next to the altar. I don't have a graphic for it, so he's just sitting up there.
Is
Is it like
That's common, right?
is this a real like tangible looking jaguar, or does this look like some sort of mystical vision stuff?
It looks like a real tangible jaguar, but it just kind of sits and watches you.
Taya, looks like your
I'm-
friend is here.
Taya's not gonna say anything. He's
Mhm.
just gonna touch it.
All right.
Yep.
You
He's
touch
gonna
it.
walk up to it, hold out a hand very slowly, look for any immediate reaction. If it doesn't give any, he'll try to put a hand on it.
It lowers its head and lets you touch it on your head. On its head. So it lets you touch it on its head. And then it communicates to you. You hear in your mind, it says, Taya, you are of my blood. I cannot, even I do not know if you will remain my child as this tribe goes forward, but I applaud you on your fearlessness. This enigma must be solved. There are many threats to the Stormlands, many enemies that lie beneath the boughs of its great trees, beneath the great mountain, and in the west to the sea that would swallow the world. But this threat is worse, because this threat was created by man, and it can tear apart our society forever. I am Jaguar, and I am the first of the guides that will lead you and your friends on the path for this rite. But first, you must make a choice. Will you walk it together as a warband, or will you take it, or you each go alone to pursue your individual goals? And then the jaguar kind of stands up, but it doesn't. It pads away afterwards.
Did we catch that?
Only Taya heard that.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah, I think after it pads away, he'll look up and just, thank you for your guidance, friend.
Mm-hmm.
And he turns to look at the rest and just, I'm still making sense of that, but from what I understand, that was meant to be a guide. This wrongdoing, this malaise about the world, it is man-made. And if we do not set it right, then everything could be undone.
Oh, jeez. That's pretty harsh.
Fate's loom is a
No
many-stranded
pressure or
thing, my
anything,
friend.
right?
Does any can someone give me a just a society roll, I guess? If you want to kind of get an idea of what's happening here.
Got it. Nope.
I can do one.
Ooh, societies.
Does a
I
12
got
work?
I got
15 plus 6 for mine. Oh, cool.
Huh?
Y'all did better than me.
I got
You got a 12?
16.
All right, anybody got above a 10, actually, this is pretty good. So,
Okay.
normally, to become an adult, you go through a rite of passage. That's a normal thing. You choose when you go it, you do a task, and you're grown up. Rites of ascension happen because there's something big going on, and they need a lot of grown-ups real fast. So you guys are on the precipice of history, because these don't happen often. And anyone who got above a 10 understands that normally the stakes in a rite of passage is high, but they are extra high for this particular ritual.
Well, that we have to fix it then, right? I mean that's obvious.
It would appear the fates have chosen us for such, yes. We may
Oh
not
my
have a choice.
god, I hate that.
We're not
Yeah,
the
that's
only
kind of
one.
unfortunate. Fine, I guess.
The
I'm
whole
not doing anything
chosen
else,
one
so I guess I
thing.
could save the world.
And I guess we could not save the world and do some other
And
stuff.
then everything dies. The forest dies. All
She
of
has a
our
point.
We had a
people
good run.
suffer.
Or maybe somebody else would be chosen. You know, you never know.
Yeah.
If Briar's 2 seconds away from getting smacked, that's all.
All right, let's diffuse. Nonetheless, regardless, our path leads forward from here. Whether we save this world or not, we'll find that out as we go forward. We can ask less questions and move for now.
Oh,
Yeah,
you got it.
I would
Can't
rather
disagree with that.
die trying.
All of life is a path.
No, die.
Well, if everybody
I'd
else
rather-
is doing it.
Yeah.
I
Guess I'll
think Kyle
keep you
would,
guys
like,
alive.
pat Kieran's shoulder a little bit. Give them just like, it's a smile. It's meant to be like a reassuring smile. It's incredibly off-putting. And he's just like,
Yeah.
everything dies.
Kalinga
Oh.
says, am I allowed to join you guys too?
Yes, we'll need you
Kalinga,
specifically.
Yes. Yeah, you can't go anywhere. You're coming with us.
Okay.
Get in the bag.
Get in the bag? What
Okay,
bag?
all right,
Do you
let's,
have
let's
a
slow
bag?
it down now. That's a federal crime. Let's slow down.
Double
Does someone have a bag? I just assumed one of us had a
Find Chris
bag.
Hansen. I don't want that.
Why don't
I
you
have a
seat?
satchel for my familiar. I do not have a bag for Kalinga. Like, no.
Okay.
Listen, I'm always in
So,
my bag, but I can't fit him too.
Once you guys decide to squad up, the jaguar comes back over and then turns away, but it's still standing, like it wants to lead you somewhere.
We should follow.
Follow that jaguar.
Right. It.
All right, here we go.
I
If
don't believe that's for the best, small friend.
Okay.
if we have to, I guess. And then I just turn into a fox and just took my,
Oh
my
my
fur
God.
and just shake, and I just began following this stupid jaguar.
Can I ride you?
So
Plain logic.
you turn into the fox.
That's how I
The
see
jaguar
it.
turns around immediately and stares at you for a second, and
Don't.
it uh, it
Telling a
it
cat
stops.
no.
uh, and then leads you away from the grove of ascension. All right, I'm gonna drink some water because I'm doing a lot of talking.
Yeah, let's grab a break.
Yeah.
That's not a good idea.
Hydrate,
Yeah.
hydrate.
How you guys feeling?
Hi,
I'm
Trey.
good.
Feeling
I
good.
wouldn't mind grabbing a quick break. I'm gonna use the old rest facility anyway, so a break would be super
Yeah,
dope.
yeah.
I could do that.
We can-
Rest
Let's
facility and
let's
stuff,
do it.
but
Voice of God,
I
can
mean-
we have a break, please?
Hey, guys.
Stream God. If we do the
Yes,
Stream God
we can
dance, we'll summon
absolutely
Stream
have
God
a break.
down.
Yay.
Can I
They
stop
said
doing
we
this
can
now?
have a break.
Can I stop doing this now? Okay, cool.
We will go to break in just a moment. Thank you all so much for joining us, and we will be back in about 10 minutes.
All
See you
right.
soon.
everybody. All right.
Yeah.
So, all right. Uh, after, after our jaguar friend, uh, tries to lead the group away from the Grove of Ascension, night falls, and the party is now in a situation where it's dark, the jungle is getting cold, and some of them might be getting tired. Might be a good idea to make camp.
Yeah, is Kieran's tail like fire in his fox form, or is it just normal?
It's just it's a normal tail. It's normal.
Also, follow-up question. Was Briar able to ride?
No,
What? Oh,
no.
I need you to behave.
You were not able to ride me. No.
Yeah. Briar's just kind of like in the background with his hoodie up, like whatever. Small and
So-
You
stuff.
should make camp here for the night, though. It's getting late.
All right, let's get
Well-
started.
I'll take care of the fire. And I turn back into my normal self with a flourish and walk over to some gathered firewood. And I just
Who
stand
gathered
over it
firewood?
and crack my... Oh, yes, I have to do that, don't I? I would like to look for some firewood. I'll get the fire started.
I can get the wood, you can get the wood started.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah,
I'll,
that's easy for me.
I'll prepare our sleeping bags. Rolls.
Sleeping
I'll
rolls.
get a watch
like-
going.
Yeah, he'll start like putting leaves in like a rectangular formation and then put like a blanket over it.
Okay. Can I have survival checks from everyone who's participating in setting up your camp?
Oh no.
Oh boy.
Oh
Say?
Oh boy.
So,
We
So,
did a different
GM,
guy.
I'm
That
gonna
last
shoot
one
you-
screwed me.
You
But
you
you're
found my
DM, 'cause
weakness.
I'm gonna do a thing. Hold up. Because I wanna help make camp, particularly helping by setting up a watch that doesn't need to be watched as frequently by a person. So I'm gonna argue that I use the crafting skill for this because there's a specific thing that I'm using to do it.
Okay, go
I'm
for
DMing
it.
you now on Discord so you can know what I'm talking about. All right, I'm gonna roll that crafting. Oh, I crit!
Also-
Nice.
And I got
Oh.
19 on my survival.
Awesome.
I got a 17.
Awesome. This is great. So
We some
let's start-
survivors.
Let's start with Taya. Actually, Taya, explain how you set up the camp.
See, that's the funny thing. I can't. So, what Taya directly says is just, we have no need to keep a watch tonight. I'll ensure that we have something around to keep an eye on us. And without waiting for anyone to ask any questions about that, he just kind of walks off into the distance, and goes off to do a thing for a while. But when he comes back, he just calmly informs you all that if anything comes close to us, I'll be aware of it.
Ooh,
Excellent.
ominous. Neat.
Yeah, what?
Yeah, I will not help at all setting up the camp, by the way. not even. I'll start the fire when you gather firewood. I'm literally just sitting on my tail, like my tail is supporting me as I'm just sitting there, very, very gingerly. I'm not helping at all.
I just
Kieran is
go
the
off.
cat of the
on
group.
my- Yeah, I
Your
just
tail
go off of my
okay?
own.
Hold
and start picking
on.
up some of the food.
Magnus, don't go alone. Where are
Magnus,
you?
do go alone. You're terrible.
Ugh.
I'm sorry. Wrong thing. Wrong Magnus.
It's come
I'm
peeking out from
sorry.
under the tree.
um, okay. So you guys are able to set up a boss camp, and things are quiet. It doesn't seem like uh, there are too many hostile things creeping around here at night. And the weather has cleared up. So you have some time to just kind of bond and get to know each other.
I'm gonna get some cool water by the lake, cup it in my hands. I'm gonna creep forward towards Dahlia and very gently sprinkle around her with water.
Oh, I don't need to be watered right now, but thank you.
Now that's sorry for wanting to let the world die.
Oh, okay, you're forgiven.
Okay, whatever, I don't even care. It just goes back.
I should mention Kalinga did help gather firewood. But is very skittish around
Hey,
you all.
Kalinga?
Yes.
Kalinga, do you want to help me cook some dinner?
Oh, yeah, I can cook. I can do that.
Good.
So Kalinga, he looks to be about like 15. He's very thin. But when like his face brightens up when you ask him if he can help do something. And he says, "What do you guys like? I'm from the city, so I don't know where to find food out here." Would you get in your survival check, Dahlia?
17.
17. You were able to find like what do you want to eat in the jungle?
Well, if they've never eaten like jungle style food, I feel like Dahlia's gonna kind of be like, well, let's get you a bunch. She's gonna help cook up like just a bunch of really cool jungle classics, like.
Oh,
give
can
him
it
a
be
full
like
experience.
Gushers, but like in giant fruit form?
Why not?
Yes.
That's a dream come true.
Not a
Yes.
huge fan of things exploding in my mouth, actually.
Jungle gush.
Oh God.
So
Like,
yeah,
Oh,
there's
God.
like let me see. I'm gonna come up with something right now. So there's like a fruit that you can take that's inedible by itself, but the skin you can peel off and put other fruits in, and kind of like mash up other fruits in it, and then drink it from a pouch. Um, it's quick and easy, and do that. Unless somebody actually goes hunting, there's no meat. And I don't know if anybody wants to do that.
If for the reason that I had set up, I would be able to notice a big enough animal, come by the camp. I'd probably ping that and go take care of it.
Okay. So, all right. After about I'll let you know when that happens.
Gotcha. So yeah, I think
but then
currently
we-
Taya's just like in a tree right above Kalinga, almost just kind of like sitting, not really talking much, but kind of just like keeping an eye on everyone, but definitely keeping a very curious eye on them. Mostly just kind of like looking around at the rest, though, making sure everyone's in an area he can see.
Has the firewood been successfully gathered?
I'm assuming on a 19, I got some decent.
Yeah, absolutely. You guys are successfully gathered some dry firewood.
Okay.
All right, Karen.
So it's like, okay, everyone stand back and I put the wood down and everything. It's like, and I walk over to it, and I just crack my tail like a whip on top of the wood, and it just lights ablaze.
Wow.
Clever magic.
Destruction from your fingertips.
It was from
All
my
I can do
tail,
is
but
cure.
good try.
Oh. Was that the same
You're good with
tail
the
that
magic.
was?
Oh God, Mitch, please. You're killing me. I can't fucking do this, dude. Just fucking cry.
What level did this campaign go to?
Yeah, just fucking
I'd like to
All
cast
right.
Power
Feels
Word
well,
Kill
previous
on Briar,
game.
please. Can I cast Power Word Kill on Briar, please?
If you know it, you may.
Cast Power Word
Let us
Kill
know
on
you know.
myself.
You can
I'm over
definitely
this.
cast it.
I feel like we flash forward to like level 20 and Briar's just chilling, and then just dies. You're like, oh yeah.
Listen, we need you for now. It's all right.
I
Yeah, I think Taya does like from up high as he's kind of like playing with us like a small throwing knife. Just curious magic. Where'd you learn it?
Oh, I am magic.
Interesting. Elaborate.
It's always fascinated me that people learn magic. That's so interesting. Like, I literally am just magic. And I just
A
like
rare boon.
I just kind of hover there and like press a digitation, like all these sparkles and shit like come out of me. Just like
That's pretty cool. I had a sister who was magic, but she didn't survive the journey over here.
I'm sorry for your loss, friend. Death comes for everyone eventually.
Oh.
That's not what
Yeah,
my
at least she
dad
didn't.
says.
At least she didn't. You know, she died free and not like at the heels of one of the stupid nobles.
Oh, God.
Kalinga kind of glances aside and says, "We're supposed to choose what kind of tribe we're supposed to be in when this is done. I don't understand how that works. Do you guys know?"
No, but my dad says I need to be an hummingbird. That's what we always do.
I have never known choice.
That's lame.
I agree.
I feel like you've had a hard life. Just looking at
that's an understatement. Whoa! I'm glad someone else said it.
I mean, does it sound like I also have a hard life?
No,
Sounds
you
like you're brooding.
weird me out. I keep seeing you staring at the tail, and it's making me nervous.
In an attempt to hopefully kind of lighten the mood a tiny bit, because everything suddenly went macabre and Dahlia doesn't know what to do with this shit. Dahlia reaches. It's all right. It's not your fault. It just is. Reaches into her familiar satchel and pulls out this little burb. She goes, "This is Melody, and this is my familiar, and they are the person that gives or the familiar that gives me magic. But also, I do know about the rite of passage and picking a tribe. It goes back to our history.
Okay.
What?
Yeah. The children of the wood were birthed from the bosom of the one who gives birth. Do you story?
No.
No, actually, this is so interesting, and I just kind of like just lay there on my stomach and I'm with my head in my hands, and I'm just kicking my feet. Please do go on. By the way, mind the fire. I assume for a plant creature that would be very painful.
Be careful. Don't worry. I'm very good at being careful around fires.
Kalinga kind of leans over to Dahlia and says, I don't think they did the homework.
And Dahlia leans and goes, "No, they didn't."
There was homework.
Dahlia takes on her role with pride. Like, she's like, all right, if no one else is gonna teach these chuckle fucks, they're gonna learn tonight, and settles into.
I don't appreciate being lumped in with a group of chuckle fucks. I never answer whether or not I knew the story. I just didn't say anything. I just feel like I'm being lumped in with some other idiots right now, and frankly, I'm not really appreciating the bias right now. Is all I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's the
Yeah.
you don't learn
saying-
tonight for me.
Listen,
Right, like,
Yeah, that's what got
all I'm
me.
saying-
I did the
all I'm
homework. I don't know
saying
why
is
I'm
that
being
Dahlia-
schooled.
All I'm saying is that Dahlia is going to channel her hummingbird self and really get into that role of performance and all of that kind of stuff. And she takes pride in taking on the role of the storyteller. And she'll tell the story. In the early days of the Stormlands, there was a lot of chaos, and there were many tribes that attempted to fight for dominance and resources. And eventually, there was a god that came into the jungle. Long story short, basically that's why we have all of these different tribes, is because we were all eventually I forget how it goes. Were we sacrificed for Storm? And she'll kind of look at Kalinga to see if Kalinga knows anything.
Where I come from, the gods are all human people that give divine right to the nobles to do whatever they want to poor people. So.
No, that's not how it is here. No.
Okay.
So.
The
god of storms is why we're the Stormlands. It's because the jungle gods sacrificed themselves to fight the nameless god. Eventually the storm prevailed and cast the defeated nameless one into the sea that will swallow the world. The
that
storm.
Sounds scary. Is
Yeah,
the sea going to swallow the world?
No, but maybe. But I only know that's where the nameless god went. But anyways, the storm then called upon all of the remaining jungle gods: frog, raptor, monkey, serpent, orchid, hummingbird, and jaguar, and delivered his laws and commands to us. That's why there's all these tribes.
Oh, okay, that's cool. And Twice he was a hummingbird.
Yeah.
And you guys are, I guess.
Not all of us.
Okay.
I have to be a hummingbird.
So, at this moment, Taya, something's amiss.
Yeah, assuming I know what that means immediately. You just immediately see
Yes.
Taya's face kind of like frown up some. Just, we're not alone.
What?
Do I know what direction it is and how close it is, GM?
It's to the northeast.
How close?
It's fairly close. You can do a perception check.
I will happily do that right now. That is a 18 plus. Perception is a number I don't see anywhere. I'm sorry.
Oh, because
It's 18 plus some
okay.
numbers.
Okay.
Yeah, in
so-
Pathfinder, it's right above the skill.
Oh, I
'cause
see
it's
it.
like
Plus
a
7. So it's
special-
18 plus 7. So it's a 25.
Oh, 25. So
Good
Yeah.
God, you have a plus 7 to
feel
perception?
something.
Rogue, baby.
You feel something approach that's fairly close, like maybe 20 feet away.
20 feet
but-
exactly?
Yeah.
Cool.
that a
Without
problem?
looking away from anyone else, Taya just throws a knife 20 in the direction of it.
Oh, okay. Give me an attack roll for that knife.
You're
throw.
damn right I'm gonna give you an attack roll.
Yeah, what's the AC on this elderly man taking a walk?
Well, about to find out. I just have a 19. Plus the 6 for my throwing knife. It's actually a 25 again.
Awesome.
Does he
So
usually
you
just
just
throw knives in the middle of sitting?
you throw your knives through just whoosh in that direction, and you hear the squish of it like going in to something. And it's it squeals. Whatever you hit just squeals. And hits the ground.
What the
But you also notice that there's something else in the opposite direction, about 40 feet away. And it's not just one thing; it's multiple things creeping up on you.
No one move. Remain calm. Act as if you know nothing.
I mean, upon hearing you say that, I
GM?
want to do the opposite.
Yes.
Yeah, GM, can I subtly increase the light of the flames here? The
How?
amount of light that the flames are giving off. Surely one of my spells could do that. Surely. I got
Which
produce
one?
flame, shield, detect magic, telekinetic projectile, prestidigitation, magic missile, burning hands. None of that was gonna do that. None of it.
Burning
it
hands
would-
the
Let's
fire.
see
you
what
can
add more
prestidigitation
fire to the
does.
fire.
Yeah, you can add more fire to your fire with produce flames or burning hands, but not just like make the. Yeah, you can add
Oh,
more
that's
fire to your
lame.
fire.
Well, I don't want to do anything that's not subtle. So,
Yeah,
what about a skill check to
yeah, you can
a
do
magical
that.
skill
That's
check
easy.
to do so? Okay. What you need from me? I
Yeah.
got Arcana. I've got Genie lore. I've got occultism.
Definitely use genie lore.
Cool.
Yes.
No problem.
Do some
I'll
genie
roll
shit.
that. Huh? That's a 22 total.
So you
19 on the
recall,
die.
so like you like nobody ever taught you how to do this stuff, but you're like, I'm a fucking genie. Like it's in my blood, and you're able to just think about what that means and like your connection to it, and be like, I can just do this, and able to increase the fire just because you're cool. There's nothing to it. You just got to think about it.
Hey, GM, these things still about. Are they still not like super close yet? Like they're not on top of us yet, right? They're still about 40.
They're
feet
not
or
on
so,
top
maybe
of you.
closing?
They're creeping. It feels like they're creeping deliberately closer because they're about 10 feet closer, but they haven't
Cool.
increased in speed. And they're
Could I roll
they're 4 people.
Could I roll stealth to sort of fade off and go see if I can pick one of them off?
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna roll an 18 on the die, which is
Okay.
plus a 6 for my stealth, so that's a 24.
That's awesome.
Rolling hot tonight.
Rogues go off in Pathfinder.
Right, I'm saying like plus 6s, plus 8s and shit. I'm loving this game. So yeah, I guess like to flavor it, like as it's kind of like trying to get a sense of the whole scene and like everyone's kind of doing their own thing. As like the light gets a bit brighter, Taya just kind of like looks at you all, just I'll be back. And it's like as the fire flickers a little bit, so the shade catches him a bit more. The next moment the shade comes in, he's just not there anymore.
Lit.
Doing rogue shit with my friends.
Okay.
It's fun to do rogue things.
Doing hot rogue things with my friends.
Okay. So you are able to sneak around to where they are. You see 4. It looks like one of them's human, one's half elf, and the other two they're all combinations of humans and elves and half elves. Two half elves, an elf and a human. They are wearing very uh uh scant clothing. They are each carrying spears. And they each have like a few javelins strapped to their back. Um, they look uh they look like they're ready to fight, but they do not see you sneak up on them.
Perfect. So I don't need to attack all of them, but just is one of them like a little bit more separate from the group?
No, they seem to be moving like very closely together.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just keep my eyes on them for now, get a good sense of them. But once I get a good idea that they're definitely headed towards us and definitely looking for a fight, I think recognizing that he's definitely not like gonna be able to pick one of them off, just hover them, stay hidden, but keep low. I'll wait till they engage us, and once one of them, they'll assume there's 3 of us or 4 of us, and then they'll, I have a surprise for one of them. It's me. I'm the surprise.
All right. So you are the surprise. You are the surprise.
Me. I'm the hype.
So
do we all see them? Sorry.
Not yet. They're all hiding pretty effectively. You'll have to roll perception. As a matter of fact, roll perception, and that will be used as your initiative score. And Taya, your stealth check, what was it, a 25? That will be your initiative for this combat, because that's what's about to happen here. Yeah.
That's an 11.
That's an 11. All right, let me write these numbers down.
I rolled a natural 1.
Oh boy.
Let me go ahead and throw on the old.
I feel bad. I feel better about mine because I got an 8.
Hold on.
Okay. I have to write this down. So I'll know it. We've got Taya at 25.
25.
We've got these folks at 8. Oh wait, somebody said an 8. Dahlia.
That was Dahlia.
I got a 11.
Magnus an 11.
Yeah.
What about Kieran?
I rolled a nat 1 for a total of 5 on my initiative.
That's amazing. You're so fast, so perceptive.
All right.
This is my punishment for not helping with the camp.
And Briar. Briar, buddy.
The suspense is killing me.
Oh, they're muted.
The meltdown. That was priceless.
I think you're still muted, by the way, Fred.
Yeah, you're still muted.
Oh my god! This button!
Welcome back,
How many
buddy.
times I gotta press this button?
Fuck.
Oh, I'm a 19.
Oh my god.
All right.
Mitch, don't
Welcome
ever
to Week
change.
the Day.
Please remain yourself forever, okay? Please don't ever change.
Forever.
I love you. Like,
I have a choice.
blissful human being you are. Just, mwah.
So good.
All right. Alrighty. So Taya at 25, Briar at 19, Magnus at 11, Dahlia at 8, and your enemies. Well, you'll have to find out next time.
How dare you?
I bet it's slower than me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we're just gonna have the rogue fight them all, so.
Huh?
Just gonna have the rogue fight them all. It's like, good luck,
I
buddy.
think you're highly overestimating my combat potential here, boss.
You got this.
Yeah, you got it. You good.
Yeah, you We're gonna gather firewood.
We're gonna gather
I don't know
firewood.
about y'all. Dahlia's ready for a fight. She'll fight.
See, someone's got my back.
Yeah.
I mean, as long as I don't get hit, I'm fine.
That was my plan, was to not get hit.
Wait, aren't you?
Excuse me,
didn't
but I think you all took my plan of not getting hit.
I thought. Wait, didn't you say you came here to scrap, Magnus?
Yeah, isn't that the whole thing? Or isn't that your whole setup?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Scrap,
yes,
like,
I came to scrap in a one-on-one fight. It sounds like we got like 8, 11, 12 motherfuckers out here trying to be.
If anything, it's a 4-on-5.
Yeah.
We have them outnumbered. To be fair, if anything, we jumping them for real.
Oh, I
thought.
thought okay. I thought it was more them than us. In that case, yeah, I'm ready to go.
No, we got it. We in.
Yeah, let's get these old
Pick a
people
man, you got it.
walking through the jungle.
They're finna walk out.
Try to beat up these spry young teenagers.
He got it.
All right. So
I'm holding Magnus back.
as Taya like stalks them, they let out a war cry that is especially familiar to Dahlia.
Oh no!
Is it like a plant war cry?
No, I think
No,
moving
it's
too
the
far into
war
vision.
cry.
What would that sound
Yeah.
like, Mitch? What would that sound like? What does a plant war cry
Aggressively
sound
rustling
like?
leaves.
You know what? This game doesn't go forward until you tell us what that sounds like.
Yeah, no, we don't go anywhere. We go end stream.
That's
until
my
Mitch
safety
shows us right
protocol.
now
We don't
what a plant war
continue
cry is.
until
Let's
you
go.
tell me.
Silence on the set.
What does that sound like? I agree.
All right,
Everything
all
freezes.
right, all right. If you were unfortunate enough to watch the happening, every time someone dies and the camera zooms in on a tree and it's going like, that is a war cry.
Plant war cry.
Nope. I draw
Aggressive
the
no.
line right there. I draw
Hey, you
the
know
line
what?
right there. You did not just bring up the fucking happening. How
We,
dare?
look,
How
we
dare
put them on the
you?
spot and they had an answer. I can't be mad at that.
Yeah.
I
To
can't
be
be
fair,
mad.
if any movie has a tree war cry, it's probably the happening. Like, you know,
Yes.
like I'd accept that.
All right.
The plot
Well, I
twist
think that's
is
a good
he's
place
had
to-
enough of our shit.
It's from Dahlia's vision. I'm 99.99% sure. It's not a Leshy war cry, but
Yeah, that was my
Dahlia
thought as
is
well.
all of a sudden gonna have to freak and figure out how the heck she's
Yeah.
going to stop these people from getting murdered.
'Cause we do some murdering. We do a little murdering.
I think this is a good place to stop. This is
Yeah, but
This
we
is,
do a sculpture of murder.
there
I
might
like
be
dusting
there
with
might
murder
be
here or
some
there.
murder. It's not murder if it's
Murder.
self-defense.
Salt Bay, the
Spritz of
homicide
murder,
over
if
the
you will.
campaign.
That doesn't hold up in court as well as I'd like.
There are no courts here. The only witness is the jungle.
Menacingly.
Well, the jungle better not fucking snitch then, huh?
Yeah.
I think we gotta go. We've officially hit like,
Yeah.
bananas level.
Yeah.
We're engaged, guys. That's it. I think we've done it, guys.
I think we're the
Yeah, for
the
everyone
gen-
who showed up for the prologue of Into the Stormlands, thank you so much. Of course, I encourage you to follow everyone here. We'll give final comments for everyone, and then end it on a dance provided us by our GM, which is just going to be awesome. All right, but starting with Leona.
Hello, my name is Leona. You can find me on Twitter at the Leona Maple, and that is the best place to keep up with all of the things that I'm doing and all of the chaos. Streams, podcasts, a bunch of other stuff. You should come follow my Twitter. Come check it out.
And yo, oh,
Hello again, Shea Butter babies. It is I, Neo Soul God. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. If you want to support me, you can always do so by following me right here on Twitch at Neo Soul God. You can also follow me on Twitter and all other social media at Neo Soul God as well. I am nothing if not consistent. Before I go, as I say, anytime that I'm anywhere, I want you to know that you are loved. You are capable and worthy of love unconditionally. Be kind to others, but realize you cannot do that until you are first kind to yourself. I'll see you next time, boo.
All right.
Preach.
Preach. Foxy, what's up?
Yo, what's good, folks? I'll do it one more time. It's Young Foxy, aka Big Foxy, also known as your favorite Fox, Philly's finest. You can find me on the Twitter sphere at Big Foxy. That's BIG_FOXXII. I dunk on right wingers. I slay fascists. I have the best time doing it. The next time you'll see me on the TTRPG sphere is in 2 days, Saturday, back over on Neon Light's roleplay for the continuation of my Kingdoms of Warfare campaign against the Light. The players took the plot from me session 1 and we're like, we want this. We're gonna take this. We're gonna do this. So there's a lot of plot happening. So be ready for that. It's also really horny for a campaign about political nobles. So be prepared for a lot of that too. Outside of that, you'll just see me around on the Twitter sphere doing lots of cool shit with cool people like the ones I have all around me here. Again, super hyped for this campaign. You all are people I have admired the work of for a very, very long time. So thank you all for letting me be at this table with you all. Super stoked for where this goes. You're great. Let's keep going.
Well, I'm not following that. So, Noir Enigma.
Hey, hey everybody, I'm Noir. You can find me all over the internet as the Noir Enigma. That's Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and officially Fat Life. I did that while we were playing.
Yes!
That's cap. That's fucking cap.
Yes.
You think so?
No, I
Beautiful.
know he did it. Like I know they did it too. Like there's no way they didn't. Like this.
Fucking standing ovation.
The next thing you'll find me on, I've just got a bunch of people opening up Fat Life right now.
Yeah, you do.
You can find me this Saturday morning for Critical Miss's morning ritual. We'll be interviewing Michael Kritz of Into the Motherlands fame. On Saturday evening, I'll be GMing the finale to my Urban Shadows game, Trouble in the Second City. That's it for me for the most part. Just check out my Twitter to see where else I'll be.
That's awesome. And yeah, I did pull up Fat Life, so you can send that link. And, great.
There's apparently something called Munches that I was invited to already.
Oh God, what is happening right now?
I was about to explain,
Yeah.
but then I would out myself, so...
I feel like you just did. I don't know.
I very intentionally said that way.
I am Mitch S. Bustillos. I get to participate in the amazing shenanigans of this crew, and I just love to be a part of it. And yeah, you can find me on the Twitter. You know what? I think I might make a FetLife account just so I can follow someone, and I encourage you to do so as well. So awesome time. I'm gonna throw it over to our GM, Renuth. So yeah.
That was a
Happy
throwaway
Thursday
joke.
evening, everyone. I'm glad you came and watched this. Thank you very much. I'm at Ranith. You can find me on Twitter and on Twitch. Twitch is at Ranith Wild, WILDE. Thanks for having me, and I look forward to gaming with you again in the future. Yeah, that's it. That's all I got to say.
Yeah, I mean we're married now, so we're stuck together whether we like it or not.
Aww.
Too much has been shared.
I
And with that,
by FedLife.
I know someone who might have a problem with that.
There's so many categories I have to select from.
Oh my God! What is
okay.
happening right now?
Well, you know
God,
what
take
the
us
water
away
have to
for
do.
the
Good
love of
Good
Dahlia.
All right, guys.
Good night, y'all.
Bye.
Be safe. We
Yeah.
love you. Bye bye.
Bye.